Hi guys, in this video we'll be creating a multiplayer kill feed inside of Unreal Engine 5 and it's going to be really easy, trust me guys. I've seen other videos which are like 20 plus minutes long and they use so many RPCs. You don't need to do that, so just follow along guys. So first thing I want you guys to do is right click Blueprint class and then create a player controller. I've just named mine my main player controller. So just open that up. I just have set up some simple logic, we will redo that. So one thing I want you guys to do is right click, go to blueprints, create an interface and let's just call it PPI underscore player controller, and then let's just call this kill feed and let's just pass in some parameters. So we can have the killer name, we can have a killed name maybe, and you could pass in other parameters such as the weapon, completely up to you, again up to your game. And over here under your player controller, head into your class settings and add in the BPI PC interface which we created and create event kill feed, the function which we just created inside the interface. And then on this I want you guys to create a widget, and for the widget I've gone ahead and created a kill feed widget. So it's just a simple widget. I've just dragged in some text here and an image which is kind of pointless here, and this text is actually bound to this over here, this variable killer, which I again expose on spawn. So it's a pretty simple setup. Again, since this depends on your game, I haven't really shown you how to do that. I could do that if you guys want in a future video. And now inside of here I want you guys to create an event dispatcher. So create an event dispatcher and name it kill feed. Once you do that, you can add in a few inputs. So we'll add the same inputs over here, killer as well as killed. So you could change the logic according to your game. So input two strings there, and then I want you guys to bind this event on begin play after a delay. Then this will be bound to a custom event which we will call on kill feed. So what this will allow us to do is actually call this, and make sure you do this as multicast, and reliable will depend on how important the kill feed is for your game. I don't think it's going to break anything in the game if the kill feed misses a few times, which is of course obviously very rare already. And then get the player controller. Then since we use the interface, we don't need to cast, so kill feed, and we can pass in these two parameters. Very simple. Now inside of here you can go ahead and add your kill feed widget, and these are the parameters we pass, so I'm just putting this in. Ignore the kill name, you could pass it as well. Add to viewport, we'll just create the widget there. And now if I just go ahead and compile that, and one more thing I want to do is I've set up this simple damage event which again was there in one of my previous videos. However, you can just copy this for now, or if you do have your own damage system, that's great. That's what this tutorial is intended for. Now you can call kill feed. So call kill feed. Let's just name our killer, let's say Jack, just as an example. Now if I go ahead and press play, and if I call this, you see that Jack is created. Then all the players see it too. So I'll tell you guys the reason for that assessed none error which we saw. The reason it happened is because I was running as a dedicated server, and a dedicated server does not have its own player controller, so that can lead to issues. So it's a very simple fix actually. So head into your player controller, and wherever you used event kill feed, what you have to do is do a simple if. Only if this is a local player controller, so for every player the kill feed will be spawned only once, or actually created only once. Again, it's your logic, you could either create it or you could add a child to an already existing kill feed widget. Now if I play, you see the kill feed appears and there will be no assessed none errors. Just to verify, this again works on the Listen server too. Now if I go ahead and press play on the server, shows Jack, and this is correct, exactly what we wanted. And if you guys just want to verify, you could have a print string over there to make sure that it's happening only once. So on my kill feed event, I'm just going to type in print string. Then if I just click, you see it prints once hello on the client and once on the server. So it's creating one widget. So I hope this video is informative, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions or any requests, you could post them on my Discord, link is in the description. And make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel for more content, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.